ये चीज समझ में आ रही है?
ठीक। हेलो, अब आ रही है आवाज ना? Okay, so when we are talking about power electronic converters, so what is converter? Converter, it converts DC into AC or AC into DC. So when we are talking about converter, two things will come in our mind. That is, one is this one inverter, and other one is rectifier. When we are talking about inverter, so inverter, it converts DC into AC, or when we are talking about rectifier, so rectifier will convert AC into DC. So when we are talking about the power electronics now, so it is a process that will control the flow of electrical energy, and it is controlling the flow of energy by supplying the voltage and current. So in a form that is optimally suited for user loads, and what loads we are incorporating over there, or what loads are there. So three types of load is there. One is resistive load, other is inductive load, and capacitive load. So when we are talking about resistive load, so resistive load is that load which will dissipate the energy. Okay, these are the passive elements. So the other load, that is inductive load and capacitive load. The main function of these loads are, it is just storing the energy. Okay, so when we are talking about the modern power electronic converters, so modern power electronic converter, which consists of inverter, or which consists of rectifier. So these are used in broad applications like switch mode power supply, like active power filters, electric machine motion control, so renewable energy conversion system, and to system distributed power generation, so flexible AC transmission systems, etc. And many other applications we are using the power electronic converters. So power electronic converters we are can be found where whenever there is a need to modify the electrical energy from a classical electronics, in which the two parameters, that is the electrical current and the voltage, and these electrical current and the voltage, they are used to carry the information. Whereas when we are dealing with the power electronics, so power electronics, they carry power. So some of the example of power electronic systems are DC to DC converter, then which is used in mobile devices such as our phones, cell phones, and the AC to DC converters in computers or in televisions also. So now large scale power electronics are used to control thousands of megawatt for whatever the power flow across the nation. So when we are talking about the converters, so main converter which we are using over there, that is the dual converter, right? Dual means double. So I already told you the converter, it's a combination of inverter and rectifier. Okay, in which we are converting the AC to DC happens, and we are converting the DC to AC also. I told you our rectifier, we are converting AC to DC, and for inverter, we are converting a DC to AC. And obviously the load will lie between that. So when we are talking about the dual converter, it can be a single phase or three phase. So it is having a dual converter having two bridges, which consist of thyristors, and thyristor in which one for rectifying purpose, where alternating current is converted to direct current when we are giving some load to it. So other bridge of thyristor is used for converting DC to AC. So mainly inverter converts DC to AC, and rectifier converts AC to DC. So here is a pictorial view of a single phase dual converter. So here we are saying that we are giving a supply. Okay, we are connecting the thyristor, so there is motor over there. So here in figure it is showing that it is having two converters, right? Inverter and rectifier. So dual phase converter, the pictorial view is already given, and this sign gives the alternating current. which is just flowing in this. So dual phase converter, it uses a single phase. We are using only single phase as a source, and single phase we are having a phase and neutral. So single phase dual converter, it uses a single phase source as a source, which is given to the converter one of a dual converter, and for it is used for the rectification followed by the load. Now the principle of operation of this one, because here we are giving the AC input now. This AC input we are giving to the converter one, and it is for rectification. Okay, the two cycles will be there, one will be a positive cycle and other will be a negative cycle. So here, principle of operation, we are giving the AC input to the converter one, and it is used for the rectification process. Okay, we are giving a positive cycle of input. We are giving it to the first set of the forward bias thyristor, and which gives a rectified DC on a positive cycle, right? So AC is converting into DC, right, for a positive cycle, and as well as a negative cycle also there. So negative cycle is given to the set of reverse bias thyristor, which gives a DC on the negative cycle, and it will complete the full wave rectified output, and that can be given to the load. So now we have the converter 2, and the converter 2 is blocked. And how we are blocking it, we are using an inductor over there. And thyristor only start conducting when we are giving a current pulse is given to the gate, because we are giving the current pulse to the gate, and it will continuous conduct until the supply is halt or stopped. So output of the thyristor can be as follows in for different loads. So here we are giving a AC supply, two converters station is there, 1 and 2. Okay, so two cycles will be there. One is the positive cycle and other is the negative cycle, right? So that already I have told you. So now we have the waveforms, right? So here we have a source voltage that will be a sinusoidal wave, right? Then we are getting a output voltage for a resistive load. So abruption will be there. So it will just the output voltage for a resistive load, the waveform will be like this. And when we are talking about the output voltage for the inductive load, the waveform is there, right? So dual converter, what would say this dual converter also consists the conversion of AC, DC to AC. And to make it work when converter 2 is blocked. So whatever the DC input, it become a load to the power source conversion. So we are giving the firing angles to this one, and this one is a waveform for that. So how we are firing the thyristors now? So okay, we are giving a gate pulse, right? So we are giving a gate pulse, and we are giving the gate pulse simultaneously along with the line voltage. We are giving line voltage simultaneously. We are giving the gate pulse also. So a separate gate drive circuit that should be added. Madam. Okay, to make the thyristor conduct, so we are having right. So to make thyristor conductor, we are giving a trigger pulse. We are giving to the gate simultaneously. We are giving with the line voltage also. So a separate gate drive circuit that is added to a dual converter thyristor bridges. So whatever the gate pulse or the gate drive circuit must be equally synchronized with the source voltage. So we are synchronizing the gate drive with the source voltage, and delay causes zero crossover and zero frequency. It will fluctuate, and to prevent the fluctuations, okay, so we are including the with the phase lock loops and comparators. So when we are firing the thyristor, so we are giving the trigger pulse, and we are giving the gate gate pulse, we are giving the gate pulse simultaneously and synchronously with the line voltage. So separate when we are giving the gate drive, it must be added to the dual converter thyristor bridges. So we are firing by gate drive. So gate drive, it will be equally synchronized with the source voltage. Whatever the source voltage is there, the gate drive will be equally synchronized. Okay. So here when we it is there when this one. So zero frequency, the frequency will fluctuate, and to preventing this circuit, so we are using the comparators fluctuations to erupt the fluctuations. We are using phase lockup and comparators. So when we are talking about the application where we are using this or application is there. So we are using this single phase dual converter. We are using to control the speed and to control the direction also in the case of DC motor. And DC motor, the motor or generator, we are talking the generator which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. As you know that it is having north pole and south pole, and the armature which is just rotating in between that, or the conductor is rotating in between that. So EMF will be produced according to Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. So what I would say, this north pole and south pole, it will just cut the flux. Okay, who will cut the flux? The conductor, which is just rotating, or we are saying that armature, which is just rotating in between that, it will cut the magnetic flux, and EMF, that is electromotive force, is inducing in that, right? So when we are talking electromotive force, the E equal to minus E equal to minus n d phi by dt, where d phi by dt is the rate of change of flux with respect to time. That is when we are talking about generator, when we are talking about motor. So motor, what the function of motor, when it revolves, it will generate a force over there. So force equal to BIL Newton. That is the basic principle about a motor. So B is the flux density over there, I is the current which is just flowing in between that, and L is the length of the conductor. So we are talking about the application of single phase dual converters. So we are using this speed control. We are using this single phase dual converter to control the speed, and we are using to control the direction also. Okay. So next is speed control and the polarity control of DC motor when we are using the single phase dual converter, right? Here in this diagram, it is shown that this one microcontroller or motor mode selections, speed selection, opto isolator we are using over there, dual SCRs, that is silicon control rectifier we are using the bridges over there. Okay, so this one we will discuss one by one, right? So when we are talking about speed control and polarity control of DC motor, and we are using it by a single phase dual converter. So single phase dual converter, which are when we are using, so we are using to control the speed, and we are using to control the rotation that is interfacing with the microcontroller. So here in the figure we are seeing that this SCRs, no, that is silicon controlled rectifiers, it is placed on either side of the motor, no? This one silicon controlled rectifier dual SCRs are there. So it's a combination of SCRs, no? And it is placed either of the motor or of motor, and motor is whatever the motor that will be load, right? So these thyristors we are triggering. So we are triggering through an opto isolator, and which is a part of a microcontrollers, right? So what I would say, this these thyristors can be triggered, okay, through the optocoupler, and which is just connected to the which is just a part of a microcontroller. And now the rotation of rotor will be there. Okay, so rotation of motor can be initialized by using the optocoupler, right? And it is by optocoupler by setting a set of thyristors. Okay, the set of thyristor we are triggering is and is placed at the one side and change in the direction of motor. Can be achieved when we are triggering another set of thyristor variation in speed. And variation in speed of the motor can be achieved by delaying a firing angle, which is a triggering pulse over there of SCR. Here it is shown. And this mode selection, when we are talking about this mode selection, so mode selection or speed selection are microcontrolled interface switches, and we are using these switches for speed and rotation. We are selecting here over here. Then we have single phase 3-leg AC to AC converter, right? So power electronics, we know that it's having a converter, having what I'm say this inverter and rectifier we already discussed. So power electronics, it is the application of electronics for the power conversion. We are converting the power and on the we are categorized, or we are having a subcategory of power conversion is the AC to AC conversion. And AC to AC converter voltage controller is there, which converts. It is just like a converter which controls the voltage, obviously current, and whatever the power, average power we are giving delivered to the AC load from a AC source, because the source is giving a load to the so source is giving a supply and load is there. So two type of AC voltage controller, single phase and three phase AC controller is there. When we talk about the single phase AC to AC converter, it is a converter which converts from a fixed input voltage into variable AC output voltage with a desired frequency, and it is used in practical circuits now, like light dimmer circuit. We are using speed control, induction motor, induction motor and conduction motor we have already talked about. Then we have a traction motor, right? So we are using there now. So there are some existing technologies are there which will just single phase AC to AC converter is there. They have a single phase and two legs, right, or three legs or four legs. So single phase we are giving what I'm saying this phase and neutral. So single phase 2 or 4 legs converters have demerits too, because they need the large number of power devices, large control circuitry, switching modes, losses will be there. So only half to control that is 50% of the output. So to overcome these merits, so we are present in the conventional use converters. So better approach, we are using single phase 3 AC to AC converter. 3 legs are there. So single phase here it is shown, right? So single phase, three leg, it consists of 3 legs and 6 switches, right? 3 legs will be there, converter one, it is shown there now. So 3 leg and 6 switches will be there. So the leg is the common for both grid side and the load side. So leg, it will just perform a rectifier operation, and the grid it will perform as a inverter operation, right? So and if we review pulse with modulation or PWM techniques, we are using to control the converter output. And the single phase 3 leg converter is shown in this figure, right? So we have 2 cycles. One is the positive cycle and other is the negative half cycle. So during the positive cycle of the supply, the voltage is the switch is that is QG or QA in the rectifier, this one mode, it will conduct and we will get the rectified output. And where we'll get it, we will get across the capacitor. And for the inverter operation, so okay, the in addition to the switches, Q1 is in the load side we connected and trigger, and we are giving triggering it, and we will get the AC outputs across the load. So during the negative half cycle, QA and QG in the grid side, it conducts the rectified output for the inversion operation of switches Q1 and Q2. Okay. So these are the things are there. So switch Q1 is triggered, and we will get the AC output across the load. So by using pulse width modulation, the DC input voltage supplied to the inverter and control AC output is obtained from adjusting one or off period of the inverter devices. Okay. proper operation switches in the converter circuit for proper operation and reducing the whatever the harmonics and fluctuations will be there. We are varying the value of modulation index, or we can change the pulse width according to our convenience. So here are the advantages are there or disadvantages are there. First is DC output across the capacitor is also doubled compared to the 4 leg converter. The power rating and voltage of the circuit are improving. Some output can be obtained with reduced losses and switches. So here the efficiency of power factor can be increased. So the converter is just uninterruptible power supply. It will be used to give a UPS and the power electronic for getting 4 quadrant devices, right? So these are the things, and next class we will study about the power and electronic conversion also, right? Okay, right? Any doubt? Okay, so next class we will do this one. The other, this one also topic, that is the other one. Right. So उस टेम्परेचर को कंट्रोल करने के लिए हम वहां पे कूलिंग प्रोसीजर यूज करते हैं, वो इसका इम्प्लीमेंट किया हुआ है. सो ठीक है जी, हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में इसको करेंगे, ठीक, राइट.